Hello and welcome back to Geekopedia. This is the channel for fantasy, sci-fi and more. I am your host Ewodstus and today we are going to talk about a book written in the Star Wars universe. Let's dive in, shall we? Today I'm gonna discuss and talk about the book Star Wars Knights of Errant, written by the one and only John Jackson Miller, who also works into the game industry, and the story follows actually the trails of a Jedi Knight who tries to escape in Sith space. It's plays before the time of Return of the Jedi, before the movies, so this is really from the Old Republic. You can also find it back into the timeline, which has there is also a big giant timeline whereby you can see where it actually plays in, but it is before the movies, it is before any kind of series, so yeah, it's before all of that. Now, while told the Jedi Knight tries to escape Sith, she comes into contact with a greedy mercenary and a greedy spy also, who works for the highest bidder. Now, is this book for everyone? Is this book good for any sci-fi reader? Well, it actually kind of depends a bit. I believe that this is a book who will satisfy the fans, certainly, because there are a lot of Easter eggs, there are a lot of nods to different stories in different time periods. Now, Knight Errant, it is a beautiful addition to the Star Wars lore itself, but that's where it actually ends, because I have the feeling that the characters don't really evolve throughout the story. Like Kara, the protagonist of the story, she stays the same throughout the entire story. She's angry at Sith. Well, she's Jedi, so Jedi Sith, it doesn't go together, obviously. But also, she has a motive in the fact that her family was been killed by Sith. But we don't see any satisfaction of her while she's killing Sith, while she's going through the galaxy. There is not really a character arc. She starts impulsive, she ends impulsive. So yeah, for me it feels like Kara just has a very weird day. Instead of that, it's really a big moment into her life with a lot of stakes in. Now, there are also a lot of questions that have been unanswered, because apparently she came from a group. The group got separated in one or another way, but we don't know nothing about it. The only thing is that we know nothing about the other survivors. We don't know where they are, and I have the feeling that they missed something really great about that. Now, I will say the action scenes, the battles, they were really great. I really enjoyed how they described how she went into the action. There is really sometimes humor in it. I had a laugh of a few examples. So yeah, there were a lot of funny conversations of her and the mercenary. And the cool thing is, actually, you don't need to have a lot of knowledge about Star Wars itself to get into the book, and that is really I really appreciate that by the writer, because it's easy. I mean, yeah, it's just easy to write about. If you're a Star Wars fan, sometimes it's hard to remember from, not everyone knows Star Wars. We need to stay down to earth, and that's what this book actually does. It doesn't feel like they had to go like. They didn't follow the movie formula, I'm gonna say it like that. It's not like, big weapon, problem, giant fleet coming in. No, it's really just about Kara and her survival, the way how she goes on with the mercenary and that kind of stuff, with the survivors she takes on the ship. So it's really more of a one-man story, and I really like that. So I will say overall, Star Wars Knight Errant, it is a decent book, but I have the feeling that it could be way better, it could be deeper. So, like I said before, it will satisfy the fan. For a sci-fi reader, there are better books. I believe that there are better books, and I hope that there are better books into the Star Wars lore, because actually it is the first time that I read a Star Wars book. So yeah, I hope that the others are a little bit better. But I tasted of the Old Republic and I loved it. So yeah, do I recommend it? I do recommend it for the Star Wars lovers, but otherwise I would suggest to go look for other sci-fi stories. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this review. It's my very first video. My apologies for audio and for maybe weird editing. Please like and subscribe if you want to support this channel. For this book there will be a link down below, also affiliated to Amazon, which immediately support me. So hopefully see you next time.